Uh, you all know that they have been trying to resurrect the Russiagate conspiracy. It should be dead. It should have been dead. It should have been dead. They should have really been dead 3 years ago. But not Julian Assange, Lord, baby Jesus, don't ever let me make that mistake again. Robert Mueller said, "Hey, not really any collusion going on here." And the intelligence agencies, remember the intelligence agencies that they relied upon so much, they all couldn't find any collusion either. But I know what you all may be thinking. Well, how do they not find any collusion? Remember, NBC said 2 anonymous sources that no one could ever find or, get questioned said that Trump colluded with Russia. So of course it's accurate. When has NBC or anonymous sources or CIA assets ever lied? That's not even a thing. Yeah, we know. I know that's what you may be thinking, but they refuse to let it die. Hold on, we got a super chat. Neoliberals, liberal interventionists like Samantha Powers and neocons Bolton and late Senator John McCain, not late enough or early enough, if you ask me, are 2 sides of the same coin. Absolutely. Basil Peterson, the fact that we have psychotically focused on Russia meddling for 3 years and no one sees the irony of in Venezuela is bizarro world. I 100% agree. So, yeah, they haven't been able to find anything because nothing exists. Listen, people, there is probably not, I can say it with I can say with some certainty that Russia at some point, at some day on some planet tried to influence our elections at some point because, well, when the survival of your country is dependent on it, when this particular country will not stop trying to overthrow, I don't know, let's say the entire world, for example, then you might try to influence the outcome, right? But I really don't know how else to explain how utterly ridiculous and idiotic it sounds that anyone would believe the story that Putin hacked the election. What the fuck? Bruh. Hack the what the fuck does that mean? Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. It's really irritating. I get that from you. We don't like stupidity, and more so, we love common sense, and that's antithetical to common sense. Russia hacked the election. We got a super chat real quick. Democrats want thermonuclear war with Russia. It seems like it. It looks like they're trying to clear off half the planet. That's what it seems like. They're trying to start over. Too many woke people in the world right now. They don't like that. So it's stressing me out to when I'm having conversations with people, as clearly Tulsi is probably feeling the same way, and they're like, "Well, Russia hacked the elections." And y'all know I'm a very solution-based thinker. I'm a very solution-based. Okay, fine. Let's just say that foreign interference with American elections is a common thing. And it is a common thing because Israel has no problem colluding with our world leaders or our United States leaders. They have no problem colluding with Trump. The Democrats don't seem to have the problem with that, though. Isn't that interesting? Saudi Arabia also doesn't have a problem colluding with our government to try and influence elections one way or the other. They don't seem to have a problem with that, though. But, okay, let's just say foreign interference was legitimately a problem. Hacking the elections, whatever, which is, by the way, if I was an NSA, CIA, FBI, if I was any of the parties, I would be utterly embarrassed if another country could easily hack my elections when we're supposed to be the strongest superpower in the world with the best intelligence community in the world. You can hack into my iPhone right now and make me crash my car if you wanted to, but you can't stop Putin from going and downloading the app out of the App Store and hacking the United States elections to supposedly put Trump in power, I'd be embarrassed. I wouldn't even tell nobody. I would lie. I would lie if that was the case. But Tulsi feels the same way. She does. And Tulsi had some things to say about that. So let's listen to what she has to say, and then we'll talk about it.
It's important that as we talk about interference in our elections, that we recognize the actual vulnerabilities that exist. I've introduced legislation called the Securing America's Elections Act that would make sure that we have either paper ballots or a voter-verified paper backup so that we have an auditable paper trail that exists should there be any question about interference and a manipulation of our elections. There are still a number of states in this country who do not use any kind of paper backup or sure. paper ballot, leaving those election systems highly vulnerable. This is something we've got to urgently address if we're serious about making sure that no person or foreign country or foreign actor is able to threaten our democracy.
All right. Congresswoman, thank you for your time. I do appreciate it.
Question, y'all. Was that controversial or something? Did she say something that was like insane? Was that uncomfortable for people to hear? Because, you know, this has been the topic of conversation for the last 3 years. It's been Russia, Russia, Russia. We have to protect our elections. Russia, 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 Putin, Russia, Russia, Putin, 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 KGB, Russia, 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 Khrushchev, Russia, Russia, Russia. And so Tulsi says, you know what? I'm not going to pick sides. I'm not going to fan the flames. I'm just going to offer a solution so that we never have to have this conversation again. And all those people who were just so darn worried about Russia influencing our elections or other foreign powers influencing our election, all of a sudden, you hear tiny cricket legs playing. All of a sudden, nobody cares about election interference. All of a sudden, hey, it doesn't really matter if our elections are unprotected. It's so incredibly convenient that now none of these things matter. Election integrity doesn't matter. Election protection doesn't matter. Now, I can't imagine why that would be. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that these people have never given a single or a double of a damn about election integrity. That's the facts. Because as much as people want to pretend like some of our allies, even some of our allies in the progressive movement, right? As much as people want to pretend that they care about things like that, as much as people want to pretend as if Russia is legitimately a problem, and they, like I said, you can, in this particular instance, not that I would agree with it, but you could make that argument. And then we should be talking about a solution. How about we find a solution to make sure that that argument or that discussion never has to be had again? And the moment that a solution is actually found, nothing. I don't get it. Shouldn't this video be viral? How is this video not viral? How is every single member of the House of Representatives not speaking about this? How is every single progressive ally not tweeting about this every 2 or 3 tweets until this legislation gets passed. Because once again, not to throw any shade at AOC, I get it, she's the homie. But at the same time, this Green New Deal is being shoved down our throats. It is a resolution, right? At the end of the day, it is a step in the right direction. But at the end of the day, if you understand how politics and legislation works, it is a resolution and nothing but. It does not have the numbers to even get passed as a resolution, people. Cool. But yet, we hear AOC is getting invited to conferences to discuss it. Like, it's not a bad thing, but I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to make a point here. This is a resolution. This is urgent, right? The Green New Deal is indeed urgent. Climate change is indeed a problem. How the hell you gonna get a Green New Deal passed if you can't get progressives in office to pass it? AOC? Rashida? Ilan? Anybody? Thanks for watching that segment of Mika Says Sukasa. Don't forget to join us on Roku and catch our Roku exclusives. Also, help us reach our goal of 500 patrons on Patreon. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and JustNForm.com. But more than anything else, always remember, find your balance. Peace.